Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, where we break down today's local news stories with our very own reporters. Today we're discussing recent free adoptions at a local animal shelter. Then we're learning about a shortage on morphine. And lastly, we're also talking about coffee for National Coffee Day. Our first big story of the day, free adoptions at the Peoria County Protection Services have kept the shelter busy this week. WMBD's Jack Bozikas joins us now and gives us an update on PCAPs. Jack?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Cameron. I love coming on Beyond the Headlines.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Just a quick question. Did you adopt any of them?
I did not adopt any of them. I did not. As much as I would want to.
Because that's the hardest part of going to an event like that.
Yeah, no, there were so many cute animals that, I would love to get a dog or a cat, but I just can't afford it right now. Well, it's like so many pet owners that can't afford it, but no, yeah, they had a lot of adoptions.
Yeah, and this whole idea was the adoption fees were waived. How many people adopted during this adoption fee waiver, basically?
Yeah, so in total, more than 50 people came out to adopt animals. There was 26 cats adopted, 12 dogs, 8 parakeets, 2 ferrets, 2 guinea pigs, a snake, and 1 bearded dragon. Were all adopted.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were busy for sure all of last week, and I mean that's good on them. Like that's awesome to have that many animals that needed forever homes.
Yeah,
to
just
find
be able
them.
to get them in the homes, in families, because usually these guys, they're pretty nice. Look at that cat.
Look at that cat.
He's looking pretty friendly. Look at that dog. Oh, he wants to go to someone's home.
He wants to get out of
I can
there.
tell he's a couch chewer, though.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's defamation. But do you know if they're planning any other events like this?
Yeah, they are planning some more fee-waived adoption events coming in October and November.
Okay.
They weren't 100% sure if it would be a full week like this one was or how it's going to go down, but they're definitely planning on hosting some more.
Wow, okay, that's pretty exciting.
So in case you missed out.
In case you missed it. This is what we'd like to say here.
You can get them.
And did you, speaking of pets, did you have your own pets or grew up with them?
Growing up with them, I did. I mean, technically right now my mom and my dad have, my dogs that I had growing up. So I like to say they're still my pets. But yeah, I have a black Labrador named Charlie and a golden doodle named Shaggy. So.
And then were you able to talk to any of the people that were going through the building and finding dogs and
Unfortunately,
cats?
no, not today. There weren't any people there because the event is over. It ended over the weekend. But from what I've heard, it's just been really busy, And being there made me want to, next time I get a pet, I'm going to go to a shelter.
Shelter, yeah.
Yeah, because it was sad seeing, I was like, these guys want to be adopted, and I wish I could.
They want to have a home.
If I had the resources, I would take them all.
Yeah.
I would take them all. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always really difficult. I know when I was a kid going through some of the shops and stuff like that, back when they had more you could get the dogs at the door kind of shops.
Yeah.
I would have to be dragged out.
Did you have any pets growing up?
Oh yeah, I did. I had 2 dogs, Hermione and Rocky. Hermione was a Cocker Spaniel and Rocky was a English Staffy. Then we had a bunch of fish over the years, like a lot of freshwater tropical fish, you need the heater, proper thing.
Yeah.
And then I had turtles for almost 10 years.
Wow, that's cool.
They were really cool.
What were their names?
But they were just small little turtles that just swam around.
Did they have names?
Travis and Wally.
Travis and Wally, nice.
They were pretty cute.
Shout out Travis and Wally.
Exactly. Well, thanks, Jack. Here's a story that me and Jack were talking about earlier this evening. McDonald's infamous Monopoly game is returning to us on October 6th after 10 years away.
Wow.
The comeback is an effort to spur sales at the fast food giant. The company also recently brought back value meal deals and the fan favorite Snack Wrap. The new version of the game allows game pieces to now be scanned directly into the McDonald's app for redemption, replacing the traditional physical collection method. The game originally made its debut with McDonald's in 1987.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
I can't wait. I loved playing the McDonald's Monopoly game as a kid.
Yeah.
That was so funny. And then you take it off and it's like a free Big Mac or a free whatever, a free fry.
Right, yeah.
That's so great. I cannot wait for it to come back.
No, that is really cool. I don't know if we had that in Australia.
No?
No, I don't think so. Maybe that might have been an American-only thing.
Huh. Well, then you're going to have to try it out.
Yeah,
October
I mean,
6th.
as a kid, we had all those the Happy Meal toys. And
Yeah.
those are like, like the Finding Nemo fish.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure we still have one of those somewhere in the house.
Of course, yeah.
Those last forever, but
I find like, just going through stuff, and I found like a Happy Meal toy from the old Fantastic Four movies. From like
I wonder if that you
2007.
could make like a profit off of that nowadays.
doubt
Like
it.
you're like, oh,
I doubt it.
I have a vintage McDonald's Nemo toy. Like you wanna, it might sell on the black market. you
Yeah,
know?
right on the Monopoly market.
Yeah, on the Monopoly
on the
market.
Monopoly market. No, yeah, I just remember like as a kid being like, Mom, let's go to McDonald's. She'd be like, we can't, let's not right now. We can't really afford it right now.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, but we're going to win the $1 million.
Yeah, the million.
We're gonna win
You
the
get
million.
to win $1 million.
We might not be able to afford it right now, but with this Monopoly, we can win the money.
Oh my God, that's gambling at that
never
point.
won.
Yeah,
Never won. Never won. Got a
That's
few free
probably
fries.
that could easily start a gambling addiction.
Easily.
Mom, oh, we could get $1 million.
We can get $1 million just for one fillet of fish.
We need to go get Monopoly. Get the $1 million.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Jack, for coming on, and I believe we will come back a little on later in the show.
Yeah, I
but
might make a guest appearance
we may
again.
make a guest appearance.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back on Beyond the Headlines, we've got Austin Feeman joining us talking about a recent morphine shortage. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Another big local story of the day, morphine. A popular opioid used to treat pain is in a shortage. WMED's Austin Feeman joins us now from our Bloomington bureau with more on what this means for hospitals and why this shortage is happening. Thank you so much for coming on, Austin. And first question, why is this shortage happening?
Yeah, so this shortage there's not really a known reason at this time for why this shortage is happening. It could be multiple things going into it. Some of the big ones would be the manufacturer. Sometimes they close down their factories for cleaning or maintenance and whatnot, and that could have an effect on production. Or, they could just not have the supplies to make the drug. The raw product is not available for the manufacturer to make the drug. And I'm sure there's plenty of other things that could go into this shortage, but as of right now, we don't really know the exact reason, but we know what could possibly be affecting this shortage.
That's interesting. So we don't really know what the shortage is, but how bad is the shortage? Do we know the answer to that?
Yeah, so I spoke with a pharmacist today, and I asked him, 1 out of 10, 10 being the worst it could possibly be, what would you rate this shortage? And he told me a 6 or a 7. So basically, it's concerning, but it's not the worst it can be right now. It's not an outage yet, is what the terms that they used. An outage would be there's no morphine anywhere for anyone to use, and we're not at that point yet. So they're concerned, they're watching, they're making sure that they're getting the supplies that they need to take care of their patients. They receive allocations from the manufacturer of the limited supplies, so it may not be the big shipment that they usually get, but it's a little bit to keep their heads above water, let's say. And so right now, they have enough morphine to take care of their patients. It's just not the normal concentration that they usually have. It comes in multiple different concentrations or milligrams and whatnot. And right now, they have morphine. They just don't have the usual concentrations that they have. And it's still completely safe to use or to administer to a patient. They just have to adjust accordingly.
So let's say that hospitals do run out of this supply. What would hospitals do in that scenario? How would they handle that situation if they did run out of morphine?
Yeah, so the biggest thing that they would do is to use other opiates to treat pain in patients. There's a number of different opiates out there, and they all can be used for the same thing. Morphine is just the most popular one, and it's given to the most patients. The other thing that they could do is ration their supplies. You know, as I said earlier, they receive allocations, which is basically just a small shipment. So if they use that efficiently and effectively to administer to patients who need it the most, they can kind of ration their morphine accordingly. They also, again, they have different concentrations, available that they can use, and all of those things can go into making sure that they have enough. Now, if they do eventually run out, and if they do, that will be a decision for the hospital to make what exactly they're going to do, but the pharmacist was telling me these are some of the things that they might do to get through this outage, or so to speak, outage.
All right, thank you so much, Austin, for breaking it down. Pretty difficult topic, and feel like I know a little more about it. Thanks for coming on. Now I have my buddy Jack joining me back again. He's going to break down this little story that we have, because we're talking about loaded water. Have you ever heard of this?
Is that like a loaded baked potato?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. Let's find out. There's a new trend where people are talking or taking plain or sparkling water and enhancing it. They're adding coconut water, electrolyte powders, probiotic sodas, and some fresh fruit. You need to steep your water for several hours or even in the fridge overnight to enhance the flavors. Honestly, it's no different than infused water. It just has a different name. But if you're interested, you can find lots of ideas for your own loaded water on TikTok.
Yeah, so it is like a loaded baked potato.
Yeah, it is. Like it's just you're just putting things
You're
in
just putting stuff on it.
It's like the zucchinis and the lemons.
Yeah.
You know, I do like lemon water, just like a little lemon in the water.
A little hint of lemon.
Yeah.
A little hint.
Look, anytime I do that in the morning, I feel like I'm Gordon Ramsay. Like I'm going crazy. Like looking at what they have in that cup right there. That's
Wow.
crazy.
That's what we need to have. Some loaded
That's like
water.
every piece of fruit in existence in one bottle.
Next time on Try It Tuesday, loaded
Try
water.
it Tuesday, yeah. Or like, what is it, morning brunch? We could get the people to try some loaded water.
Yes, that'd be so cool.
But we'll put like Butterfingers or like Snickers in there instead of like actual like fruit.
I guess if you add anything to anything, you can just say it's loaded.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It doesn't necessarily have to be healthy.
It's just loaded with stuff.
It's just you just have to load it.
Oh,
You know, okay.
sweet.
All
Let's do it.
That's easy enough for me.
Let's do it. Let's make some. We can make loaded pizza,
Loaded pizza, yeah.
loaded hamburgers, loaded
ham-
cheeseburgers.
Literally everything.
Everything on it.
All right, thank you, Jack. We've got one more local story for you, and we return on Beyond the Headlines. We have Alex Berger live from downtown Peoria for National Coffee Day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Another big local story of the day. It's National Coffee Day, and everybody has their favorite drink. WMBD's Alex Berger joins us now from downtown Peoria to talk all things coffee. Alex, thanks for coming on. So what's so different about National Coffee Day?
Yeah, Cameron, so National Coffee Day is a little bit different than every other day. I mean, many people, have a cup of coffee, whether it's blended, hot, iced, every day. National Coffee Day is where coffee shops, either chains or locally, will have some kind of offer for a coffee, whether it be a free coffee or a discounted coffee. Now, not all of them do that. This isn't every coffee shop, but some are doing that. However, it's kind of a holiday of sorts for coffee lovers like myself to have a designated day where we can just kind of enjoy the wonders that is a coffee drink. But yeah, National Coffee Day is a pretty big deal.
No, it looks pretty good there as well. Like seeing all those people make their drinks, make their coffee. I'm a little jealous. But Alex, what's your favorite coffee? What's your go-to?
My favorite coffee, Cameron, is I really just like a plain black coffee. I like anything that is just in a mug and just given to me. Now, that's not to say that I don't like a nice sugary coffee, okay? I'm not crazy, right? I like a blended coffee. I like an iced coffee. I like anything that involves a coffee bean, truthfully. I like tiramisu. I like, you know what I mean? Anything that has to do with coffee is fantastic. My personal favorite roast, though, is pretty much Folgers. I would consider myself a coffee connoisseur, but Folgers is just too classic to steer away from. Every time I go to a store or something, though, and I try to get a different coffee, I like to switch it up. You know, I like Folgers, but I like to switch it up. You know, now Cameron, I should ask, what is your favorite coffee?
Ooh, okay. So I feel like I'm the exact opposite. Not that the, all-encompassing anything with a bean in it I like. It's more of, I like my things sugary and I like my things sweet. I love a mocha. I grew up on drinking chocolate milk my whole life. Mocha, coffee, chocolate, fantastic. Whoever invented that deserves a raise. Then also any lattes, even when I get my coffee black, I'll put a bunch of cream, bunch of sugar. Some people will look down on me because of it. I don't care. I enjoy my coffee how I like it, and it's delicious. Now, I think one thing that's important, especially with the season, is it pumpkin spice or apple cider for you, Alex?
Ooh, you know, Cameron, that is a great question. I think both are very delicious. I'm obviously a big fan of flavor, if you will. So, but I'm gonna say pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is my favorite. I like it hot, ice blended. I like anything pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin spice cake as well. That is what I would choose between. Now, that's not to say apple cider isn't bad. I like pumpkin spice. What's your choice, Cameron?
Oh, pumpkin spice, 100%. I'm also a huge pumpkin pancakes fan. I know pumpkin pancakes. I don't know what they do. We don't have them in Australia, but they're really good. But that's all the time we have, Alex. Appreciate you coming down and breaking down this hard-nosed issue for everyday people like us. All right, well, now we've got a Chicago pizzeria. We got Jack back as well. Can't forget Jack. He's been here the whole time.
We'll flip around.
Offered free slices if Bears. Sorry, let me start this over again. The Chicago pizzeria offered free slices if Bears quarterback threw 4 touchdowns against the Raiders. Dicey's Tavern in Westtown took a bet on the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams over the weekend. Dicey's made a tweet stating they will give away free pizza on Tuesday if Williams throws 4 touchdowns again on Sunday. Unfortunately, he did come up short, but the Bears still took home the victory. So there's a win here, a win there. Maybe not the pizza, though.
Man, that would have been cool, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man.
I think they had also a thing with hot dogs earlier.
Yeah. That's, hey, good incentive.
Oh, wait, the producers, Sarah's telling me that they still got the pizza for the win.
Oh, they still got the pizza for winning.
Yeah, there was still pizzas.
Well, that's good.
Okay, all right, I like it. And look, Chicago pizza, always very good, always very good.
It's fitting that I'm still here talking about pizza and the Bears, 2 of my favorite things.
2 of your favorite things.
2 of my favorite things.
They need to make a movie about pizza and the Bears, and then
I'm sure you
would cover that in the Jack in the Box office.
Absolutely. You know what? They should bring pizzas to movie theaters.
Oh, yes.
And you know what else I think? You should be able to watch sporting events at the movie theaters.
Oh.
How cool would that be?
It just makes sense.
It would make so much sense. You bring out the pizza, you get your favorite team up on the big screen. I would pay to go see them, even though I can watch them on my TV. Just something to think about.
All right, thank you so much for coming, Jack. And welcome, and thanks for Beyond the Headlines. You can find all these stories and more over on our website, ciproud.com.
For breaking news and weather updates 24/7, log on to ciproud.com and download the free CI Proud to Go mobile app.